Hello and welcome to a special edition of Neighborhood News. I am Jadra Patton, and today I am here with our fearless leader, CEO of Neighborhood Alliance, Alicia Foss. Hi, Alicia.
Hi, Jadra. How are you?
Doing great.
Good.
Today is an exciting day for Neighborhood Alliance. We're actually participating in the Connect to a Cause 2023 crowdfunding event that's going on today. We're so excited about it. This year, we have a special goal of raising $10,000 for our Haven Center Cozy Family Space. And today I have Alicia here just to kind of really enlighten us, talk a little bit more about why that family space is needed, what it's going to look like, and what purpose is it really going to serve. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this to Alicia. Alicia, go ahead.
Thank you. The pandemic was difficult for us in the homeless system, and we learned a lot of lessons. And I think that that's really what we're trying to work with now is some of those lessons that we learned throughout the pandemic of what's really best for a family that's facing homelessness in Lorraine County, and focusing on the increasing number of families that we saw throughout the pandemic. And that trend is continuing. So as we see more families coming in, needing shelter, knowing that we are the only shelter in the county that has family rooms that can accommodate an intact family. And there are only 4 rooms in the entire county that are all, held in our location. This is something that we've really focused on with the build that we're working through right now with the Haven Center. And so one of the things that we are focusing on is creating this family space that is, not just a cafeteria style eating area, which is sort of what they have now. Right now, everybody shares the same area. They eat their meals together. They do their activities together. That's men, women, and families. And we found that that's maybe not as conducive to keeping that family unit together and keeping them strong through such a traumatic event as being in a homeless shelter. So we wanted to create a space where they just could really feel like they have some family time and give them the feeling of home, even though they're not at home. They don't necessarily live with us. They're not going to stay with us forever. And our goal is always to move them forward and move them into their own housing, particularly for the children that we're serving, so that they have their own space. And so something that we're creating is this cozy family area. It will have a living room that's going to feel more like an actual home, and a dining area and a kitchenette. All of those things that will feel more home-like and be specific to the families, so that on that particular level of the building, it will be just families. And, when we were looking at building this out and paying some attention to the things that we saw the families struggle with during the pandemic, it was things like not having a dedicated homework space for the kids. At home, you have your kitchen table, or they have a desk in their bedroom, and that's where they go to do their schoolwork at the end of the school day. And when these kids were homeschooled or, working from home with their schooling during the pandemic, they were literally in a bedroom with their siblings, some of them on different class calls, trying to do their schoolwork with, distractions. And mom was in there with them, maybe dad too, maybe an infant sibling that was crying. It was just a lot of chaos and distraction for the kids. And so that was something we wanted to correct when we did our build. And that's part of this family space that we're working on. So we'll include homework pods where the kids can still be monitored by their parents, but they have a little more privacy and a little quieter, dedicated space that they can work on their computers and do the schoolwork that they need to do. In addition to that, we have the family room. It will have this wonderful lending library in it. It'll be full of books for all different ages of children that are going to be in the shelter. Bedtime stories is something that I've always enjoyed with my daughter. And I feel like that's a really important piece of just that bonding time with your children. And so having books available to them that they can take down to their dorm rooms, and they can keep them in their dorm rooms if it's, becomes a favorite book. Everybody's kid has a favorite book, right? So if they find a favorite book, then they can take those home with them when they move into their permanent housing. And so that gives them sort of more of that feeling of home and having those consistent routines and rituals that you have with your children. And then the family room part of it, you think about what you do on the weekends with your family, family game night, family movies, make some popcorn, sit on the couch together, that kind of thing. We really want to recreate that space for them in the shelter setting. So we're working on getting that all set up so that it's a nice family room type atmosphere. The kitchenette will be more geared toward some of the families have SNAP benefits, and they are able to purchase, different foods for their kids, or maybe the kid has, sometimes kids are picky. And so maybe they have a favorite food that they want to eat, and that's the only thing that they like, and we don't have that in the shelter. They can use their SNAP benefits, purchase that food, keep it in the kitchenette for their child. They'll have dedicated space for that as well. And also for, moms that are maybe breastfeeding, pumping breast milk, having a place where they can put those items in the refrigerator, and it's safe and, sanitary and all of those things for their child to then feed later. Those are things that we've taken into consideration with the space, and we really want to create something that just really gives them some of the comforts of home away from home.
And that's so important for families. I mean, and this time in their lives is not necessarily a highlight. A lot of times we see, mothers bringing their infant babies home from the hospital. We see little children, hanging out, like their only place to sit really is like on a bed in their dorm room, and to have a couch, to have a clean carpet that they can play with their toys on, just those things that kind of make them feel like home. Also, to talk about holidays, a lot of times we have children in there over the holidays. Over Christmas is very common. Easter, all those big holidays where you wake up and you run to the living room and you get your presents. Maybe we can also, incorporate some of that in this cozy living space. Have a Christmas tree around the holiday time. Have their Christmas presents out there so that they can really kind of get some of that normal celebration, normal happy that like all of the rest of us are used to. So today, again, we're participating in the Connect to a Cause Day. This is a great day to really support those nonprofits in Lorain County that are doing all this good work. We partner with so many other organizations, and there's lots to choose from. So definitely visit the link. I'll attach it below in this video. Visit the link. You can support us. You can support any other nonprofit in Lorain County. You can do it online. You can take in a donation. You can mail a donation as long as it's postmarked by today. We have all kinds of forms. Even if you're sitting in your office right now and you want to, get in with a group of your friends, there's a bulk donation form on our website as well, where you can kind of write out everybody's information, say that they each donated $5, and send that off or drop that off to the Community Foundation today. So thank you so much, Alicia. I appreciate your time. You've got such great vision. You're doing such great things for this community. I really appreciate it. All right, so follow us all day today. We'll be posting all kinds of updates, and enjoy. Have a good day. Bye, Alicia.
Bye. Thank you.